Is this subscriber stinky? No.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you are all doing well. Happy Monday. Let's get this music pulled down, switch down over, boop, to my face. Hello. Good morning, Prince Wizard. Anyone else hanging out in work? And Prince, thank you for the 4 months of Twitch Prime. I do appreciate it. It's really been 4 months. That's crazy. Time really does fly on this website, doesn't it? The plan for today is going to be continuing on our most recent chat-picked game, which is Driver. You are the wheelman. We got 2 minutes, looks like, until we can open a Pokemon pack. Our time reserve just a little bit off. This always happens when a new pack drops and I have enough hourglasses to open 10 at once. I'll kind of get the hourglasses and then just instantly pop open a 10 pack without really thinking about when I'll be able to open my next one. And I just so happen to be 4 minutes shy. I can open a pack at 8:04. So let's check out what we got going on here. We got Miami, San Francisco. We have not unlocked Los Angeles or New York yet, so we're 2 stages out of 4 in. Let's look at what the cheat codes the driver has. I was kind of disappointed in the cheat codes the Siphon Filter had. Driver PS1 cheats. No cheats active. Show me what cheats we're working with. There's obviously invincibility. Faster cars, that's fun. Inverted screen, that sounds terrible. No police. Rear wheel steering. Stilts. View credits. Miniature cars. Okay. Alright, there's some fun ones in here. There are certainly some fun cheat codes in here. I always appreciate a game that has cheat codes like miniature cars, no clip mode, things like that. Things that are just fun to put in. How many of the US biggest cities have you visited? Not a ton. I mean, I've been to a handful. I've been to like Denver and Seattle, San Diego, Portland. I've been to a handful. I haven't been to like any of the big ones like New York or things like that. Oh, I guess I did go to LA for that trip a handful of months ago. Way back in like March of this year. All right, we've killed enough time. I can open my Pokemon pack. Pop this bad boy open and see what we got. We have... Wait for it. There it is. We have an Ambipom. We have a Meltan. Up next is a Bounsweet. There's an Audino. And last but not least, it's a Flareon. It's new. I'll take a new. Honestly, my pack luck has been so bad recently that I will take what I can get. Boo! Modern Pokemon! I don't mind the modern Pokemon. I don't mind some of the modern Pokemon. Varoom and Reveroom can piss off, but like... Alcremie? I like Alcremie. I think Alcremie is really fun. Anything from Gen 5 and before, I'm totally into. Gen 5 is probably the last generation that I'm like, all of these Pokemon are fantastic. Everything after that, it's kind of a mixed bag, but like Alcremie, Appleton is a lot of fun. I like the little apple dragon. Alcremie is just cheap macrame. I'm pretty sure, I don't know what language it is, but one of the languages, the name for Alcremie is literally just like caramelize, which I think is hilarious. I think the name is like Carmali or something like that. And that one gets me every time. I got a blind bag from the mall a while back, and it came with an Alcremie modeling kit, and it said the name on top. It was just Alcremie / Carmale. Like, man, they really know how to name them, don't they? Don't care about that. Okay, that's gonna do it for a Pokemon for the morning. Let's get on into a driver. Also, hey there, Joe. How you doing today, my man? Hope everyone had a a good weekend, and hope everyone's excited for the continuation of Driver. Here we go. Kind of shocked we made it through the tutorial as quickly as we did. The tutorial for this game is like famously difficult, and we got through it in just a handful of tries. Alright, hit me with some of them new jobs.
You have 2 new messages.
We need a cop car. You get it and you bring it in. You
A cop car, eh?
But it's no good to us if you wreck it. So you boogie on over here, but with a Beverly Hills shine on that bodywork. We got ourselves a possibility downtown. Should be smooth. Our boy Lucky's gonna be with us.
Sure. I trust our boy Lucky. Personally, don't want to go and steal a cop car and then bring it back without dealing any damage. Lucky to the docks. I'm in Miami right now, right? Where is Lucky to the docks? Or no, I'm not in Miami. I'm in San Francisco. I'm not seeing Lucky. Oh no, I'm in Los Angeles. I made it to LA. Okay, cool. Sure. As always, turn sound effects down, turn music up. Works for me. That's a dead end. There's a streaming who actually recently started playing. Oh god, I crashed the car. He recently started playing all PS1 3D platforms. He's currently on Rascal. Is he doing them in any particular order? I'm always curious when people do full game libraries or full genre libraries, how they choose to go about playing every game. I'm quite curious about what the most efficient or what the most mentally, what the least mentally taxing route about it would be. Alright. Let's do that again, but actually drive and not crash into a wall. He's playing them in a random order. I feel like I couldn't even pass off my order thus far as a random order. Schlee is definitely helping to keep the quote-unquote randomness intact. Honestly, with the number of wild JP dating simulators that are out there, or just visual novels in general, I feel like the amount of English releases that we have played has 100% discounted us from any plausible deniability of being randomly selected. What? Where's Lucky? Hello? Okay. I got to the arrow, it told me to slow down. I have no clue where Lucky is. I'm a simple man with simple pleasures. I'm just trying to get lucky. I'm just trying to get lucky on the last day of Pride Month. Legally, not allowed to be gay after today. Not until 2026. That's just a fact. That's just science. So, you know, that goes to all you guys as well. Get your fill of gay today, because after today, nothing. Gotta go back to being straight. Shaking my head. The federal government puts these restrictions in place for a reason. Ah, it's in this alley. Okay. I should have just reversed. That would have been the better move. That's fine. I'll get you there, Lucky. Let's check the map real quick. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I don't know if I could ever restrict myself to a single genre challenge like that. That seems really brutal. Like, there are times when I'm doing this challenge that I'll get 2 games of the same genre in a row, and it'll just kind of start to really take its toll on me after a handful of hours. Bastard. So I couldn't imagine playing the genre that arguably has the most games on the PS1 all in a row. I think he wants to do a tier list and review them. You always gotta do that cross-content. I need to do that at some point. I started on a Kingsley's Adventure video. I got all of the script written. I already have the gameplay recorded. But I wrote the script, I recorded the audio, and then I started on the full editing process, and then thought to myself, man, this isn't funny or enjoyable, so I just scrapped the entire video. I still have the files and everything. I can go back to it. I don't know. I don't want to put out a YouTube video that isn't going to be of the standard or quality that I want. Like, I feel bad enough when I make a lackluster stream. I think that's a little bit more acceptable given the fact that it's live content and anything goes. Like, with a YouTube video, you have time to think about the things that you're doing. You've got to actively post, or you've got to actively accept the fact that you're clicking that make video public button. I also don't think it helps that I just don't enjoy video editing. Like, my best friend has a degree in film and works in television. So, like, video editing is what she does. And because of that, it's always seemed like it's something that's just really easy. Like, you can really easily just whip out an A-tier script and a very well edited video and just throw that bad boy up, no problem. But yeah, I wrote that Kingsley script and it was painfully unfunny. Shit, no, you've stopped movies halfway through because of poor editing. Yeah, it's just people with a deep understanding of things really make them look easy. And editing is no exception to that. There's gotta be an easy way to lose these police, right? The answer here can't just be get lucky and don't have the police spot you before hitting the checkpoint. Don't know why he turned like that. Yeah, we're done though on this mission. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart. That was some bad luck. Editing is movie making. I think it was less really the editing that was the problem and more the script writing. I don't know, I feel like you've got to do something special for a piece of content to really stand out, right? You gotta have fun jokes, insightful commentary, a decent analysis, just anything like that. And I didn't really feel like I was bringing any of that to the table. The video I made really did just feel like it was sort of me going, hey, these are the events that happened in the game, and this is the credits. Anyways, on to the next PS1 game. Which, like, is all well and good when I'm streaming. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Who knows? Maybe I'm holding videos to a higher standard. Do I know Roger Ebert? Yeah, me and Roger Ebert go out and get drinks all the time. He's dead? Yeah, obviously I meant when he was alive. Come on. I knew that. Oh golly. Oh wow, that was the ultra pit. Damn, the LA police are out for blood. LAPD really doesn't mess around. Oh golly, they set up a barricade. Like a 7-car barricade. That's fantastic. Brian, they're just too strong. Not getting W on this one. I really need to figure out how to lose police officers more effectively. You learn more about movie editing from Roger Ebert than you did from school/local broadcasters. You gotta study the master, right? I don't know, I feel like logically I can examine a piece of media and tell you if it is good or well put together and why that is the case. It's just a matter of putting that into practice for myself that I run into problems. Maybe I'm too in my head about things. But like I can put on some mediocre comedy 5 hours a day, 5 hours a week. Or 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. There we go. There we go. There's the mediocre comedy. Like sitting down and writing a script. The jokes, they just don't flow. Yes, you can see that for you. You have a vision, but you're just lazy. I want to be really good at something, but I don't want to put in any of the work. Just give me instant success and mastery in this skill and I'll be happy. And I don't think that's too much to ask. How you doing today, Laws? It's good to see you, my man. Hope your Monday's treating you well. I am a lifetime away from these police officers. Please make the tail disappear. He's turning away. Yes, okay. This might be our best. Never mind. I thought it was going to be a good chance to finally finish, but no. Another police officer decided to spawn. Shoot. It feels like this mission I'm a little bit at the mercy of the game just not spawning police officers. Well, that sucks. Yeah, if they decide to spawn cars in, there's nothing I can do about that. You doing alright? You gotta head to the dentist in about 12 hours from now. Hey, I wish you luck. I hope it's just a routine cleaning. Nothing major. I've been blessed with having pretty good genetics in terms of my teeth. And also I take generally good care of them, you know. Brush twice a day, floss, mouthwash, all that fun stuff. So I've never had to have like a big procedure like a root canal or anything like that, or I haven't had too tremendous of tooth pain before. I've got sensitive teeth, so that is a little bit of tooth pain, but it's nothing like unbearable. So the dentist has never been that scary or bad of a place for me. But I know a lot of people have a boatload of trauma when it comes to dentistry. For what you eat and drink, you say you're pretty good at cleaning too. Golly, that's so many turns. Granted, having not what our American versions of food helps a lot. Yeah, that probably lowers your sugar intake by a ton. American food is famously just filled to the rim with sugar. I remember hearing a story a while back about a Subway that opened up in Ireland that brought over all of the United States recipes, and legally, according to the Irish Health Board, they couldn't say that their bread was bread. The sugar content was too high to the point where legally they had to disclose that it was a cake and not a bread, which I thought was very, very funny. So, you know, go to Subway and get your meatball marinara cake. That's true. It's the same for the Netherlands or any EU country. Just hilarious. Just so freaking hilarious. Wait, really? That's how cake works? Yup. I didn't know it applied to other European countries. I only heard about it in Ireland. Okay, this is a good sign. To be able to lose him right there. Okay. All right, this is looking good. I think we have a W here. This is looking kind of win-ish. Nice. EU laws protect us from their poisons. Come now, just eat the sugar.
You gotta help me! It's Maya! Castaldi's Maya! She's OD'd on me, man! She's dying! This'll be
Man from Australia, you have bread and wheat bread. Don't really know what makes Subway different here, unlike, say, KFC. You guys probably just... So I assume that the recipe is the same in all Subways. You guys just probably don't have the protection laws that make it so you have to disclose there is way too much sugar in this, so it is cake. But here in the States, you can put whatever you want in your food, and as long as you pretend to be upfront about it, that is totally fine. That's okay. Yeah, I forget what the term is, but advertisers are legally allowed to fluff their product enough that they can get away with saying some of the most fucked up things possible. And unless someone gets angry about it, they can just go completely unchecked. Like, I remember a while back, the energy drink company 5 Hour Energy made a bold claim that their energy drink gave you more energy than coffee, and that was a bridge too far, to the point where they got sued for just millions and millions of dollars. But like, the fact that it was poison in a small plastic bottle, perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The fact that they said that it's better than coffee, oh no, 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 no. straight to jail, straight to bankruptcy with you. Ooh, okay. 2 blocks. Oh, I was looking at the wrong direction. First, second turn. Okay. Yeah, the States are a weird place in terms of food. Like, I love my partner to death. I'm not meaning this in an insulting way, but I can't let her go shopping by herself just because she hasn't had the time or practice in reading labels to figure out what exactly is decent to pick up and what is just a can of sugar. So like the last time I let her go shopping by herself, I needed some canned tomato sauce, but I didn't specify, I just said tomato sauce, so she picked up some jarred variety that is literally just sugar and not the tomato puree that I was looking for, which was fine. I cooked it, it didn't taste nearly as good. Woohoo! Pointed seconds on the clock. Jarred tomato sauce. Jarred! That's what I'm saying. I'm not looking for any of that sugar sauce. You'd expect them to win that trial because energy is an ambiguous supplement. Companies can claim their all-natural bullshit gives you energy all the time. It was the matter of them quantifying it as more effective than a cup of coffee.
Okay, it's time we took care of the business we came to this town for. Since we don't have Slater, we got ourselves a different driver.
And legally, it managed to pass in a couple of states. Like, I think Oregon in particular, it is still up for debate. But places in, like, Colorado, it just got shut down immediately, and they had to pay out the lawsuit.
Bill Maddox. Then we wait for the signal, and yes, my friend, then you can start shining up those silver slugs with a famous name on them. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Oh, one last thing, gentlemen. Don't let me down.
A few years ago, the EU was negotiating with the US for a transatlantic trade treaty. Fell through because the EU was unwilling to adopt the same or similar health and safety laws. It was determined to be too unsafe by the government. Oh. Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare out there. Pick up the Hitman. I wish it was easier and more clear what exactly was in the products that you're purchasing. Like, you look on the back of a label and you have just miles and miles of text that, if you haven't been trained to be able to read it effectively, it just means nothing to you. I was looking at chat. I'm a distracted driver. That means no Twinkies Or big Dr. Pepper cans for you. No blackberry Dr. Pepper for you. According to my brother, one can of blackberry Dr. Pepper is so sweet it makes it hard to breathe. It was relatively recently. I was down visiting my mom. I think it was for Mother's Day and her birthday. But my brother comes out of his room to the kitchen and gets a can of Dr. Pepper out of the fridge. And like, we're sitting on the couch and he looks over to me and goes, "Uriah, have you tried these before?" I'm like, what is it? Blackberry Dr. Pepper. You should try some. It makes it hard to breathe. At which point Alex and I just look at each other and we're like, is that a good thing? Is that something you want? Is this a selling point? I don't think at any point I've been like, you know what, I'm craving something that makes it hard to breathe. Yeah, we're not making that one. I think the worst here for health reasons would probably be Monster, like Monster Energy. I don't want to crash like that. You were told a story about 5,000 milliliter Monster and Nitro having 3 of those back to back to back. Ugh. As a person with Parkinson's, it's infuriating the amount of pure bullshit and scam or miracle cures marketing in the US. Yeah. I feel like even beyond Parkinson's, I know I can't speak, I don't know where I'm driving to. I know I can't speak fully as an individual that doesn't have said disease, so I don't fully understand since I'm not in that space. But as an individual who is trying to gain weight and has been trying to gain weight for damn near a decade, trust me, Captain, I understand. At least to a point. I guess it is a bit different with this is something that might help you as opposed to this is something that will cure what ails you. Come now, just rub this onion on your knee. Oh yeah, left'll work. I need to stop reading chat in a driving game. I just keep crashing. How can people text and drive? I can't read as is, much less when I'm trying to drive. Where am I headed? Pardon me, friend. Oh lord, do I have to get to the top of this parking garage in time? Well, hey, we made it. Not a checkpoint. Was expecting a checkpoint there.
There on time, pal.
Get to the theater. Where is it that we are headed? Golly. Alright, it's a little nasty, but we can make it work. Yeah, the sheer amount of snake oil out there is a little disheartening. And the fact that you're just able to legally do that is wild. Is this the turn we're looking for? We can turn here. Sure. God, I hate the rain. Near miss. Man? Man? Wow! Okay. This game actually looks really nice for PS1. Oh yeah. The game looks great. It has a lot of PS1 goodness to it. The game looks nice, and for the most part, it actually plays very well. Excluding rain missions, which, hey look, we're on a rain mission. I really enjoy the way the game feels. Missions where it's raining, the game lags out a lot and your controls get unbelievably slippery. Oh, that is the most solid tree the world has ever seen. I love the car spawning in and just doing a little bounce. Okay. Get these bad boys to the theater.
Get it there on time, pal.
I'll do my best. So, during our first play session, I used the analog stick in order to control. I'm using D-pad now, and it just feels better. Like, I'm pressing left and right a lot less when I'm on D-pad as opposed to analog stick, and it's making driving quite a bit smoother. Oh wow, lost that one real fast. They really did train the police in this town to use the pit maneuver as aggressively as possible. We've been pitted by almost every police officer thus far. They just keep doing it. They can't keep getting away with it. Okay, this is very promising. Barring an unlucky police car spawn, I think we're in there. Easy peasy. All right. Okay, let's catch up on chat. I was focused on the game. I fell way behind. What's your cheat food? For you, it's an ultra processed duo chocolate spread on a sandwich. I love dark chocolate. I will take dark chocolate on anything. Give me dark chocolate ice cream. Give me some like the Lindor truffles with dark chocolate. Those are great. Love those. Supplement market is just a quagmire of utter bullshit. Even the doctors can't untangle. Should you be taking B1? You don't know, neither does anyone else. I can't state to you how many times I have gone to a doctor to like get my blood drawn, and like the phlebotomist goes into my arm to find a vein. They're like, Jesus Christ, why in the world are you so thin like this? You need to just start eating sticks of butter or something like that. I can't tell you how many times somebody in the medical field that doesn't really know what they're talking about has given me just very poor advice on gaining weight. Being skinny is gorgeous, yeah, but it's rough on your health. Golly, my joints are taking a lot of damage. Just the worst story you could think of. You could feel the guy's heart beating through his chair. Not to mention the ever-growing anti-science, anti-modern medicine statement people have. Every day, multiple times a day, you see some asshole posting that they stopped talking to their doctors, they stopped taking their doctor's prescribed medicine, and now they're doing herbal tea, enemas, or some bullshit. It's just disheartening. Being in such a rural part of the country, you see a lot of people, like, ever since COVID, the amount of people who just really don't trust medicine is, like you said, extremely disheartening. I know so many people who, in the heyday of COVID, were taking the horse dewormers because they're like, it'll cure what ails ya. If I take these dewormers, I'm not gonna catch it. One of, I think it's Alex's great uncle's parents, so her grandma's sister's husband's parents. Sort those degrees of separation, will ya? She had a heart attack, and the doctor prescribed like all of these things that were supposed to help, and she chose to disregard all of them and instead chew one ginger root every day to cure all of her problems, and that's bad. Downright not good, I'll tell you that much. She's still alive, thankfully, but whew, buddy. Really rare to see any of that stuff in Australia. You think mostly because you only get advertised via official labeled stores. Yeah, the States are just a wild place. Oh, holy hell, I dropped like 30,000 frames there. What in the world? That's crazy. Alrighty, y'all. Before we get on to the next mission, we're rounding out an hour of the stream, so we have an ad break coming up here in just a second. It looks like my internet has stabilized out, so I'm going to put you on the BRB screen and play some music. Be sure to refresh the stream. We'll be back in just a second, folks. I will see you on the other side of this break. Be back then, y'all. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Thank you all for sticking around through the break. Sorry about all the dropped frames. I hope you guys refreshed so you're not in the past. I don't know what's been going on with my internet recently. It's kind of been crapping the bed just a little bit every now and then. Like a few frames dropped here and there is nothing, but boy oh boy, when I'm dropping 30k frames for no particular reason, just a problem. Don't we all have internet problems? I guess. I just wish I had fiber. I know it's never gonna happen, but a man can dream. It's the cops. Book it. Oh, wow. We, didn't get a health refill. Wild. Okay. I was expecting things to refresh. They did not. Okay, second block. Hang a right, take the second block. Hang a left. Whoop. I'm spinning out. You mean crap in the bed, we all do that a little bit sometimes. Sometimes you just drink a little bit too much. You gamble on a fart in bed and everything's bad. That's the point when the wife makes you sleep on the couch for a little bit. I think I took a wrong turn. Oh no, I took a right turn. And now I'm gonna take a left turn. That's not something I can drive over. And bam. Yep. God, I hate rain missions. Rain missions really are the worst. You know, he's got the real internet problems. The dude on that loading screen, his eyes won't even load in. Internet's so bad, his physical form can't even be perceived. My internet's bad. It's not that bad. Oh, I totaled my car. I posted about this in Discord, but for those of you that either aren't in there or didn't see it, I am making a playlist of dungeon music from video games. That could be like a proper dungeon, it could be a water level, it could be a cave level, anything like that. I need some suggestions from you guys. I skimmed through a handful of my favorite soundtracks. and put them into the playlist. Like, I pulled from the Dragon Valor soundtrack, I pulled from Chrono Trigger, Suikoden 2, a bunch of Breath of Fire soundtracks, Kingsfield 1, 2, and 3. Just make them all that one track from Dark Castle. You know, not the direction I thought you guys were going to take it. I figured the first suggestion I was going to get was Basement from the DualShock version of Resident Evil 1. Does it have to be a game soundtrack? Yes. Video games specifically. Trust me, Prince, I know you really love that ambient dungeon music. But I'm trying to pull just from video games. Oh no. Don't bump me, don't bump me. He bumped me. Ooh, I don't think I'm getting rid of this police officer in time, and there's a barricade. Gonna eke on by. And I'm totaled. You're right. I was thinking about making a channel point redemption. And then just post a link to a YouTube video and I'll listen to specifically dungeon music from video games. Don't post just any YouTube video. You know, Wild Woody. Wild Woody was my nickname in college. That has a cave theme. Law, send me a link to a YouTube video of it. Okay. Golly, I cannot gain enough speed during rain missions. Folks around these parts call me Wild Woody. Trust me, you don't want to know why. Beep. Ow. Ow. Can't believe the guitarist for the Wild Woody games later became the guitarist for Guns N' Roses. We talking Slash? We talking that top hat wearing motherfucker? If so, now I need to hear this soundtrack. ...2006 Rubblefoot, you think that's the guy? I always forget that bands can just do that. They can just add and replace members at will. Oh, that's bad. I'm not gonna be able to turn if I go there. Some bands don't even have any of the original members. Looking at you, Kiss. I don't know, I just feel like at a certain point, you stop being that original band. And it just turns into something new. Like, logically, what is the difference between modern Kiss and a Kiss cover band? Granted, maybe Kiss isn't the best example. They are a, they're just an idol group. Beep, beep. The Band of Theseus. At what point? At what point does it stop being the original band? Quite the predicament, isn't it? I think the worst offender is probably Metallica, just because the talent that made it up is so notable. They just left and made their own bands. Not a huge fan of Metallica, just as is. Yo, get me back on track. Thank you, Mr. Policeman. Oh, I'm gonna get blown up here. Yep, there it is. Damn. Uriah, PS1. What's up, man? You have my attention. Excuse me. Just two. Just two sneezes just for you. Yeah, Metallica falls into that problem I have with a lot of media just being too long. Like, Metallica songs are just... they're way too long for me. I don't want to listen to an 8-minute song where 4 of those minutes are just a man banging away on a drum. That's not that enjoyable to me, personally. Not into just 4 minutes of blast beats, and that's it. Wow, that was the man blender. Alright, 1 HP and a dream, baby. Let's go. Man, their long tracks sucked so hard for Metallica. That's what I'm saying. I feel that way about a lot of media. You have this sweet spot when it comes to movies and music and comedy, just forms of media in general, books even. Where like there is a happy middle ground that it holds your attention and has a good amount of substance, but doesn't overstay its welcome or anything like that. Hell, video games are no exception. I think that Dragon Quest XI would be an absolutely phenomenal game if it was just like half the length. I think that game is 2 times too long, and that is to its detriment. Music's no exception. Movies are not exempt from this either. I don't want to watch any of those Marvel movies because they are just simply too long. They are too long and they are too much of the same. Uriah Barbarian, Prince Berserker. Do it, women think sexy. You're trying to be experimental, but they're no King Crimson or Pink Floyd, and Metallica started that by album 1. They've been experimenting right out the gate. That goes the driving today so far. We are in chapter 3 out of 4 on mission. I want to say we're halfway through. It's hard to say our exact mission number, just given the fact that these flowcharts are a little hard to follow, but I think we're about halfway through chapter 3. Yeah, I upset a lot of people when I was in college by telling them that I don't like Metallica. It definitely created a lot of tension between me and this one girl who was a music major who just absolutely adored Metallica, and I gave her my reasoning of they have some good songs, and some of their songs that aren't very good are nice for bits, but it's all just too much. Too much drum, too long, too heavy-handed. It is just a band of the extremes, and she just got so unbelievably livid. I do think it's funny when people find that their favorite piece of media should be exempt from criticism. Like, Legend of Dragoon is my favorite game of all time, but I know that it has some problems. The game's on the PS1. Just because I think it's perfect doesn't mean that it is actually perfect. Now, like, I know it has issues, but I have a nostalgia factor and very specific reasons why I love the game and will always love it. If you played the game and told me, yeah, I didn't really enjoy it that much, I'd be like, okay, yeah, power to you. That's perfectly fine. No! Wow, man. We lost the tail and it immediately came back. Well, that was our chance. You think it would be a hard time seeing someone who doesn't at least like Legend of Dragoon. If someone hated it, you'd be surprised. There are a lot of people out there that really hate the game. There are people out there that think the encounter rate's bad, the load times are obnoxious, the story makes no sense, the timed hits for combat are a little bit too close to quick time events, and that's not fun. And like, are those valid criticisms? Absolutely. Do I agree with them? No, I think it's enjoyable. But I could 100% see where a person would be coming from with feeling that way. And that's fine. Not every game is for everybody. Like, I don't want to play many first-person shooters. Well, let me phrase that. I don't want to play many modern first-person shooters. I'll play the classics. Back when things were fun. Imagine liking something and not making it your entire personality, SMHing your freaking head, dude. Yeah, see, Captain, I completely agree with you. That's why I only play 25 hours of PS1 every week. It's all about moderation. That's why I only spend 25 hours of my free time every week streaming obscure PS1 games. It's only 25 hours. How many hours can that be? 25? You know, I think at the end of the day, it's kind of the thing that makes art so great. It's just, there is so much of it, and there are so many different kinds of it that if you don't like one thing, that's okay. You will find something that you do like. You just have to keep going out there and keep exploring different varieties and genres. You'll find something you enjoy. For the longest time, I was thoroughly convinced that I didn't enjoy art. And it was exclusively because of the art teacher that I had in 6th grade. My art teacher that I had in 6th grade had a very narrow-minded view on what art was, and if you didn't conform to his standard of art, he would fail you. The lowest grade that I ever got in my entire schooling career was in my 6th grade art class specifically. Like, everything was fine up until it was like our 3rd or 4th project, where it was supposed to be a room demonstrating perspective, and it was supposed to be draw your dream room. You can put whatever you want in here. So like, I drew a good old gaming room. It had a beanbag chair, it had some posters on the walls, had a bunch of gaming systems, had one of those big old cube shelves that had just every console you could think of in it. He took one look at that project saw that my posters on the walls had text written on them and went, "You can't put any words in your art. If it has words, it isn't art." And then he said, "You have to erase them and do this again," which I said, "I'm not going to erase them. I am proud of the thing that I made." So he took the drawing, went over to the window, opened the window, and threw it out. And then said, "Okay, now do it again." So I didn't do it again. I took an F on that, and then I put in actually 0 effort for the rest of the year. Oh, you got that, teacher? I did, in fact, get that, teacher. And, like, being, what? How old are you in 6th grade? Like, 12 years old? Being 12 years old and having something that you spent a bunch of time on that you're very proud of get thrown out the window by somebody who you've been taught to respect, like a teacher, it kind of breaks something inside of you to the point where I decided from that point on, like, man, art sucks. Okay, if that's what art is, I don't like art. And I think it was until my sophomore year of college, I was just fully convinced that I hated art until I started doing furlers like those back there. I'm like, man, this is actually a lot of fun. Turns out my 6th grade art teacher was just a fucking asshole. You can't really put a box around creative pursuits. It's very funny to have an individual that is teaching children, no, don't be creative. None of that, thank you very much. Yeah, I did myself a bit of I was done a bit of a disservice from having that teacher because I didn't take basically any art classes or humanities throughout the entirety of the rest of middle school or high school or the majority of college. And that's a little bit of a shame. I wish I would have realized that earlier and then been able to stop and actually pursue more creative endeavors instead of what I did, which was take every math and science class that was available to me. Like, don't get me wrong, I learned a lot of good things in my math and science classes, but like, did I really need to take that 6th biology course that really didn't teach me anything, but instead let me dissect another creature? Or would I prefer to have an enjoyable time of getting to create a piece of art that I would probably still have to this day? I don't think I'm getting away from this copper in this square. I need to get out of here. I feel like you see it a lot with people in STEM fields where after getting their education, they get a little bit disillusioned on scientific endeavors and dive into the humanities for at least a little bit. like post-college, before I did anything, I streamed making crafts on Twitch for a while. Which was a boatload of fun, don't get me wrong. It was a nice escape and a good chance to reset my brain before becoming an adult. I don't know if I'm familiar with "This Isn't a Pipe." Hold up here. I think that might be the issue here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm familiar with "This Isn't a Pipe" phenomena. It looks like this is a whole thing that I don't understand. Ugh. It's basically a painting of a pipe that says "This isn't a pipe." It really makes you think. It speaks to the duality of man. It's a very postmodern critique on people's understanding of media. It speaks to the fundamental belief in anything that you read. Sort of we examined in a modern lens to show our analysis of fake news. Yeah. Basically, we as humans label it as a pipe, is what we think a pipe is supposed to look like, which is really neat. But it has writing on it, so it is not art, so it doesn't count. Exactly. You know all those large marble statues with like reliefs carved into them that have dates inscribed at the bottom and other bits of text? Yeah, not art. Sorry, got words, not art. Rodon, eat your heart out. Trying to recall what your 5th grade math teacher got mad at you for. Could have been anything. A banana duct taped to a canvas is art. Everything is. I don't know if I'd say that everything is art. I think the definition of art is very loosey-goosey and subjective. I don't think a banana duct taped to a canvas is art. I think that's just dumb. Granted, I don't claim to be an art expert. In fact, the opposite. I would say in the grander scheme of things, I'm one of the farthest things you can be from an expert on art. cops on my tail. Yeah, I'm not getting away this time. Womp womp. Cracked again. But what if it was a pomegranate? See, if it was a pomegranate, that would be art. Pomegranates have a lot of allusions in Greek mythology, so that can really be a reference to Greek mythology. And the duct tape really speaks to the steadfast togetherness that religion brings to us all. So it just, yeah, I would say that's art. It's got a deep meaning. The blank canvas really speaks to the blank slate that a human mind is, at least an open mind would be. You know, really is an analysis on how religion is thrust upon us from a young age from those around us, but it can very easily be removed at any point. But do we want it to be removed at any point? Just something to think about, really. That's what art's about, right? It's about thinking. It works on so many levels. The football, the crotch. Oh hey, no police. I think we got really lucky this go around. I'll take that W. Where am I going? Am I going inside this garage? Yes, yes I am.
They knew we were coming. I'm sure of it.
They were just
I think the saddest issue is that more people,
We were like tin ducks in a shooting gallery.
it speaks more to people trying too hard while being told
I said
it's not trying at all. An oxymoron of an oxymoron.
we got a red.
You think it's the driver?
I don't remember asking you a thing. We got a red for sure.
A lot of people keep getting shot in this game. Wow, it's like we're a driver for a crime organization or
I
something.
drive well every night. I'll ask you one more time if you got something to say.
You think it really speaks to the unhinged disconnect from reality that billionaires have?
Cell taking heat. You better get real specific, real quick.
A fool in their money, Captain. A fool in their money.
And so he sings a song to the police and saves himself some circuits on the exercise yard. No way, Slater. That don't lay right.
You would never do that, right? The question is simple. Do you trust Slater, or do you trust Tanner? This changes nothing. We finish up here, and we move on to New York, and wait for the signal.
Alright, you think you remember? Math teacher got mad at you that you were doing the 1 up, 1 down method for your 9 times tables. It was technically cheating a way around doing the numbers, even though you were getting the results the way that they wanted them. How? Wait, what?
You have 3.
How did they want you to to do your times table? Did they just want you to do rote memorization?
Granger's gang's been seen in town, and they got our boy lucky.
Like, as long as you get to the solution and know how to show your work correctly, who cares? Like, basic arithmetic specifically, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's the thing, you don't know why they got mad. Huh.
We planning a job round First Interstate, see? We want to use
Let's see here. We just did the Maddox hit.
You the man to test the plan?
I am the man that's got the plan. Yeah, with basic arithmetic specifically, there's not really much way that you can show 1 + 1 = 2 when you're, what, 10 years old? Like, there are some deep mathematical proofs you can do to show that 1 + 1 = 2, but as a 10-year-old, there's no real reason that you can't just say 1 + 1 = 2 and just use that as a base in order to do, you know, actual meaningful math from then on. So being able to find a trick like 1 up, 1 down that'll allow you to write out your 9 times tables in time, which, just let me tell you, in general, I think that worksheets like writing out your times tables are really fucking stupid. I think asking somebody to just write something out and have rote memorization is really dumb and discouraging for a lot of students with learning disabilities. I forgot where I was going with this. Yeah, just ridiculous. There are certainly some people who I think don't have the temperament to be teachers. Like, I have felt that way for a long time, and it gets driven home a little bit more every single time that I meet some of Alex's colleagues, because she's an English teacher. And some of those people are just kind of, they're out there. They are out there and they are doing their stuff. As an example, to your son, school in general, but math in particular, is more concerned with teaching you the process than the conclusion. So you can solve the problem in your head, good for you, but can you solve it using this particular method? Can you show your work? Excuse me. I don't know, I think that's a fair way to look at it, Captain, but in a sense, I feel like that's doing a little bit of a disservice to the field of math in general. It's a little bit of a shame that math has to be that guinea pig that's more being used to teach discipline than it is the process of problem solving. Because that's 100% what having to solve problems through that specific method that the teacher is peddling to you. It's a matter of a test of discipline. Like, it's the weird case of how you got the result somehow beats getting the result at all. It's a weird line for education to perceive. Granted, you can see being able to multi-perceive how to get an answer, but at least for school, you don't think needing to learn multiple methods should be required. I don't know, I think that the current education system, at least in the States, is very much tailored toward having people grow up hating math. And, you know, as somebody who has done a lot of math in their life, that kind of sucks. As an individual who loves math, science, all of that, it just... you do a bit of a disservice to a beautiful field by ripping all of the joy out of it. I think is kind of the takeaway of the whole art statement as well. And, you know, maybe that's the reason why I grew up loving math so much, is just I had some great math teachers when I was a kid. Like, I think the first bad math teacher that I had, you know, excluding professors in college, because I had some dog shit professors in college, I think the first bad math teacher that I had was my calculus professor in high school. And the only reason that I think he was a bad teacher was just specifically during the unit circle section of trigonometry. He asked for us to just memorize the unit circle, which I thought was dumb. So instead, I learned how to do the derivations for every single angle, or at least for all of the base angles. So anytime that I would take a test, I would get the answers perfectly correct every time, but he would give you these quizzes, I put quotes on those, of the unit circle, where it would be a sheet of paper that had a circle, and then at each of the titular angles, it would have sine, cosine, tangent, and you would just have to write out what the sine, cosine, and tangent of all of those angles were. And you would only have like a minute and a half to do it. So much like the gripes that I have with times tables, it's present in those as well. And I would refuse to do it. So understandably, that teacher really hated me because I refused to engage with what he was trying to peddle, because I thought it was stupid and useless. There was one point when I went and did a trig competition. Haha, I did a lot of math competitions in high school, big nerd. But I did a math competition, and I took first place in that competition, and during class, he got given the results in an envelope, and he really excitedly was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna announce the winner of the top 3 places in the competition." He opens it up and he reads third place, he reads second place, and then looks at the list of winners and just has this disappointed look on his face, like, "Oh, come on. First place is Uriah. What'd you do there? Did you cheat or something?" Like, nope, just did the math. For sure, the bureaucracy of education system works against the goal of teaching kids wonders, curiosity, and figuring out how the world they live in. Figuring out about the world they live in. Also, Victorian / elitist origins of school concept handicaps education. It's kind of one of the reasons, the elitist mentality is one of the reasons why I really don't think that college is for everyone. I think there are a lot of great things you can do in the world without the need for going to university. It definitely helped me a lot with mental and social development, but like, in terms of things I've learned, I feel like finding a mentor or practicing a trade, I would have been able to be just as successful as I am now. Your job as a drafter technically requires a minimum of a 2-year degree, 4 years preferred. Guess what? You have a high school diploma. Education is just weird. It really is. It's kind of funny as well what sort of... It's funny how people treat you so differently once you have a quote-unquote proper education. Job market's just a bag of shit altogether. True. Capitalism's a bitch. Like, living in rural parts of Montana, you have a lot of individuals who, like, poke their lower jaw out and puff their chest and go, "Look at you, college boy. What you got going on over here? You think you're better than me? Think you're hot shit because you're reading them smart, fancy person books?" I remember specifically during last Super Bowl, Alex's uncle wanted the subtitles to be put onto the TV. So I'm sitting in the kitchen shooting shit with everybody, eating snacks, having a good time, and from the other room, someone calls to me, so I go in and check what's up, and they're like, "Let the college boy figure out how to put the subtitles on screen." Mind you, it was literally just press a menu button, press subtitles. It was like 3 button presses. It was menu, right, and then okay. You want to find someone who reads them fancy smart books? Just reading them while waiting for the train? I wish public transit was more readily available where I am. I would love to just be able to hop on a train or a bus and get where I'm going. But nah, that's just not the case. Sorry, you gotta drive 40 minutes to get to the nearest store. Oh, that's bad. But yeah, academia is weird. Oh boy, he clipped me. Alrighty, y'all. I just looked at my ad timer. Before we keep on going with this mission, I'm going to untangle this cord from around my leg, and I'm going to put you on the BRB screen and play some music while we run a couple of ads. We will be back in just a second, folks. Enjoy the tunes. Let's get you a good one. Yeah, we'll do that one. Enjoy the tunes. I will see you guys on the other side of this break. Be back in just a moment, y'all. See you then. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Thanks everyone for sticking around through that break. I do appreciate it. Let's get this cord untangled. I don't know why it was so coiled around my leg. I don't feel like I've been bouncing around and moving all weird. Then yeah, I don't really pay attention to like I'm moving while streaming. So I am proud to say to you guys, I have found out how the sprinkler system that I have works. I ran into the problem where the past 2 times I've been using it, the cycles have been repeating themselves. So during my ad break, I would need to run downstairs to shut the system off. But I think I have it figured out, so it will run through its cycles and then stop now, so I don't have to think about it anymore. I just have it turned on and I can change it to water a little less frequently when the weather starts getting cool, and then we'll just blow it out before winter and call it good. Finally, watering my lawn is now just a brain-off task, which personally I find very exciting. This has been a long time coming. Took a lot of effort, took a lot of calling people. We lost him. You gotta go. Thanks for stopping by, Prince Wizard. I hope you have a great rest of your day, my man. I appreciate you hanging out, and thanks again for the 4-month sub. You know, speaking of subs, let's what's our sub points at? 5. We are 5 sub points away from hitting our current sub goal, which if we do that, one of these weekends I will do a PS1 movie night, which, do I specifically have to lose the tail for this one? No, I didn't have to lose the tail at all. Why did I? Okay. Huh. Yeah, if we get 5 more subs, I will do a PS1 movie night, which will be us taking one of the weekends and then just spending way too much time just watching a whole bunch of the
It's Tanner.
movies that were released on the
This subscriber
PS1.
Stinky.
Not my idea.
Not at
Maddox
all.
wouldn't play ball unless they were there.
Just
Did you
like
cover
that,
hole?
Laws.
Is
4
Mackenzie
more and
talking
we'll
to the
do it.
FBI?
Thanks for 3 months of subbing, my man. I
They were
appreciate
with
it.
him this morning. Marcus Vaughn, no less. One of their top guys.
Yeah,
paid him a visit.
there are a whole bunch of movies that were
told him
released on the
nothing.
PS1 that are
That ain't
either
hard for Mackenzie.
edutainment,
He don't exactly dig
a bunch of
Vaughn.
culture from Japanese, or
You want to know who flew into town
just
tonight?
general really cheap
Marcus
animation.
Vaughn. I know.
They're like
'cause I've just
45
seen
minutes a
talking to
piece, and we'll
Castaldi.
watch like
What the hell you saying, Tanner?
8 of them in a row, something like
Just
that.
telling
Just
you what I
we'll have a good
saw.
time with it.
You telling me Castaldi's
Oh, we gotta hit that goal.
talking
We
with
are 4 away now.
And Vaughn? What the hell's going down? That ain't the kind of information I plan on keeping to myself.
See if I can find one of them.
Castaldi's gang's flying
Dingo
into New York
Entertainment
tomorrow.
PS1. I'm pretty sure it was Dingo
I'll see you
Entertainment.
there.
Dingo Pictures. That's the one. Show me 9 Cats. Let's have a look-see at 9 Cats. 9 Cats PS1. Oh yeah. It's weird Dingo Pictures is still around. All right, folks. It'll just be a whole night of this. There are dozens of these. Dozens. It looks like it was drawn by a 4th grader. Oh, Lord. It looks bad. It sounds bad. It's gonna be a great time. I hope we can hit that. Let's pop a save. We made some good progress today. I would hate for the game to crash and we lose all of that. You really, really want to find the behind-the-scenes development of stuff like that. Bye-bye, Zed. Let's go rush! Somewhere someone is super proud of that dog drinking water animation. Captain? That was a cat.
You have 3 new messages.
Cowboy, we need to make a switch at Grand Central. Something's cooking, and I want someone on it who's gonna be cool.
Nah, I don't want to go Grand Central Station. That feels vaguely racist.
We've got a real beat-up car in our yard. We need it taken care of. But hang tight, because you're gonna get a whole lot of static on the roads with wheels like this, I tell ya.
That sounds awesome. I hope it's a tank. Please tell me that this is a real beat-up tank. Dingo Pictures versus Kid Pix animation. Oh, I forgot about Kid Pix. Man, that brings back some memories. Luther's heap of junk. Take this heap of junk to the yard. Can do. Oh, hey, we're in a new city. How far away is the scrapyard? The complete other side of town? Got it. Oof. Book it. It's the fuzz. You know, this car might be a piece of crap, but let me tell you, not driving in the rain, this car feels like it turns better than any vehicle I've ever driven. Oh no. Should have gone another couple blocks. We can make it work. HitPix is so cool. It's a shame it didn't get more play on YouTube in the 2010s. Like the Scratch app got more traction than KidPix. And that's bonkers to me, because the Scratch app is gross. It's so ugly. KidPix is cool and has a bunch of charm. Scratch and that dumb little cat are just not good looking. I swear these taxis. Are we in New York? Ooh. We totaled the car, ain't going nowhere. We gotta be a little bit safer. God. The car turns too well. I'm so used to driving in the rain that I'm trying to do these long drifts, but no, this car actually is able to turn really tightly. And it's kind of messing me up. Oof. Scratch App is proper bottom tier. So people think game development looks like people who hate game development. Boxes, it's shoebox game design. I feel like the prevalence of Godot also kind of leads people to think that that's how games are made. Because Godot is also a node-based game development software. Granted, that's all under I think it's a C++ shell. Or it's all over a C++ shell. So you're still doing things in C. Like, it tries to hide that behind just a couple of boxes. A couple of simple boxes. See, it's easy. Forward a bunch. I wish game development was that easy. It's funny, I do have an idea for a game, and I know mathematically how I would store all of this data correctly. I just don't know how to get the computer to do what I want it to do. Ooh. Maybe it's just that my experience with programming comes almost exclusively from doing stuff in Python. Ah, beans. But I know exactly how I want to store my data in matrices and how I want to pull from those matrices and all of that fun stuff. Sorry, they're called arrays. Don't talk to me, it's just a matrix. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, I can't make it through a police barricade. Like, period. Not in this car. You like when you look up Guido? It's a weird blue-haired kangaroo boy. Something out of Dr. Seuss. Like, are you trying to find Godot? Because it's spelled like Godot. It's spelled how you would spell waiting for Godot. There are a lot of things I want to do that I've got to find the time and energy for, and it's tough when I spend all of my free time and extra energy on playing PS1 games. They're gonna set up a police barricade. I'm gonna be in trouble here. Oh, well, that's a lot less weird looking. Yeah. True. Don't you set up a police barricade. Don't you do it. Oh, I'm spinning out. Oh, I'm spinning out. Next turn. Woo! Ooh, this junker's a little tough. Oh man, you know what engine you want to find? I'll find the engine where Bad Rats is made. Is Bad Rats that old? I think it's is it an Xbox Live arcade game? Bad Rats. No, it looks like a Steam game. I don't think this is what I think it is. No, I don't believe Bad Rats is what I think it is. Okay, this is very different. Genre platformer, programmer, designer, development, entertainment. Yeah, that's a weird looking game. It looks like it, but no, it's a $2 game you gift people because it just looks awful. So, the thing that I like, I don't usually gift people bad games like Bad Rats. I have created somewhat of a reputation for myself when it comes to holiday seasons of being what I like to call sexy Santa, where I will go onto Steam and just get like 10 of those 25-cent terrible hentai games and send those to all of my friends for Christmas, and then just attach a card to it that says something along the lines of, "Hope you enjoy this, signed Sexy Santa." And it makes everyone so upset every single year, but I just keep doing it. I have so many stories of my friends being like, "Uriah, you need to stop doing this." My little cousin was looking on my computer, popped onto my Steam account and asked, "Why do you have Hentai Beach Pussy 1 through 3? You can't keep doing this. I'm like, oh, all right, I won't do it again. Then the next year comes and I do it again. Like, shit, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna keep doing it forever. I will stop sending my friends bad hentai games that cost 25 cents when they stop releasing bad hentai games that cost 25 cents. And I got some news for you. They're never going to stop releasing those. That awful shovelware is going to exist as long as Steam allows it. Are you kidding me? You've got to be joking. That police officer came out of nowhere. He came from the trees, man, the trees. Ah, okay. Ow, it was just some bad luck. Plain and simple, that was a 24 karat run of bad luck. Oop. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, this game's kind of fickle when it comes to police spawning. They can appear just anywhere at any point. So chances are you can just get unlucky and have a police officer spawn right on the ending area as soon as you get there, and then instantly get hit with the, oh no, you gotta lose the tail, come on. Not tail time quite yet. So just like real police, yep, just a scourge on society. Ugh. That hurt a lot. Okay. Alright, gamer. Go off, I guess. Ow. Hey y'all, there's a light post there. In case you were wondering, that's a light post. Oh no. You don't know why it took a long time of you seeing and hearing tail time and not think about Gex. Oh, you mean this Gex? This one right here? We've got some Gex coming up real soon. Don't you worry, I was talking about Gex. We're gonna get real Gexy up in here. I'm gonna be really shocked when I play Gex and it turns out that I actually enjoy the game. I mean, it's exactly what happened with Bubsy 3D. Like 100%ing Bubsy 3D was a very enjoyable time. The game was really short. I feel like we had some real good discussion during stream. Those Bubsy 3D streams were some all-timers for me. You could see Gex isn't that bad. It's just, you know, Gex. Ooh, no, don't know. I feel like you have a lot of people out there that talk about Gex in such hushed tones that you would think it's the worst game that they've ever played. But I imagine it's probably just a bog standard 3D platformer. It's like collectathon elements and a Gecko who just won't stop making weird references that you don't understand if you were born before 1987. Or after 1987, rather. Ooh, we got another game suggestions out here. PS1 saying Vib Ribbon. I've been looking forward to Vib Ribbon for a while. That's a cool game. Let's switch on over to the spreadsheet and grab Vib Ribbon. Vib. It is the only Vib game on the PS1. Shocker. Let's grab Vib Ribbon. Let's hop over to the games queue. Drop that. Suggested by the PS1 Addict. One pick. I need to put these dates in. Let's do that real quick, like. Release date. March 1st of the year 1999. Planet Laika. I don't want that. Planet Laika. Release date. October 21st. That's a period, not a comma. 1999. GTA 1 Mission Pack 1. Release date. March 31st. I put a 1 and not a comma. I want a comma. There we go. March 31st, 1999. Grab Discworld. I need to specify PS1. Release date. Can I get any more information? Is there quite literally no more information about this? All I have is the year it was released. I don't have a day or a month. Discworld video game. Okay. We don't have the North America. No, we don't have any of the releases on PS1. Okay, well, I'm just gonna put the DOS release date here. We're gonna do March 17th, 1995. Works for me. Colorful Logic 2, PS1 release date. That's Colorful Logic 3. I want 2. There's 2. Came out January 18th, 2001. And finally, Vib Ribbon. Release date. December 9th. 1999. All right, do I need any of the dates on finished games? Nope, looks good to me. All right, that is everything. Perfection. Hell yeah. Thank you, PS1, for suggesting another game for us to play. I do appreciate it. And hey, if you guys in chat would like for me to play any PS1 game that we have not played, for the low price of currently 25,000 channel points. It's subject to change when we finally start to finish some games, but As for right now, the game's queue is pretty long, so it's a little costly. Hey, you can suggest any PS1 game. We're gonna finish them all, so don't worry about picking a stinker. We'll have to play it eventually. You serious? Another police car just spawned there. And we totaled right at the end. Damn it. No problem, you've been banking points. Becoming not stinky and subscribing today. Get you a little bit more. Ooh, wow. Yeah, subbing is easily the easiest way to gain channel points. Like, just hanging out gets you a bunch. Like, hell, look at Joe. Joe hasn't subbed, but has been hanging out here for quite some time and has suggested a whole bunch of games. So you can suggest games and engage with the stream perfectly fine without spending any money, and that's how I would like it to stay. I want the barrier of entry on my stream to be 0. But if you do want to support me, there's a slight reward for it, and I appreciate the support more than you could possibly know. I feel like there's a lot of content out there that's very much give me money or you don't get it. Which I feel like is more just a byproduct of individuals who are trying to make a living off of content creation, but I'm doing this for fun. Don't get me wrong, I really appreciate the support, and it helps me out, especially in these summer months when we're a singular income household, but never want anyone to feel pressure or anything like that. It's all for fun, and I want it to stay that way. Aw, beans. Need to watch more Sean Johnson videos. I wanted to say Sean Seenson. It could be Seenson. To know what would be a good pick. So, you don't necessarily have to do a good pick. Like, Shlee has pulled some hot garbage off of just selecting random numbers off of the spreadsheet. So if you, Laws, if you do !list in chat, it'll give you the spreadsheet of every PS1 game that has ever been released. Hell, you can just go and select a random number off of that. That's what Shlee's been doing, and, they've picked Koi Ho-Yu, they've picked Eldergate. A good game, a bad game, a long game, a short game. There's a new Sean Johnson video out today. You're quite excited for it. Also, hey DUR, how you doing today, man? It's good to see you. Appreciate everyone coming out on this fine Monday. John's found some incredible garbage. Like, there's this one espionage soccer game with an amazing soundtrack, but terrible controls. There are a lot of games like that on the PS1 that are just... the only redeeming quality is the soundtrack. Hell, we can hop over here back to the spreadsheet. I have a visualization tab. If you look over here on the music scale, you can see that there are a lot of games that have lackluster gameplay and then just some decent music. We've actually been pretty lucky about getting a lot of games that are decent on the gameplay front. Story-wise, not so much. Difficulty, not so much. It's okay, guys. Only 31 more years of PS1 games and then we're done. Just 31 more years. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I'm fishtailing. Aha, didn't get me. Did I turn too early? I might have turned too early. Nope, turned just right. Alright, let's keep her going. Man, you guys remember back when you said that this game had the hardest tutorial that you've ever played, and then I finished it in like 6 tries? Man, that was crazy. Okay, just don't spawn another cop. Just don't spawn a cop here at the end. Easy as that. Let's go, baby. Does look like you're driving through GTA 3 right now. It's been a long time since I played GTA 3.
I heard you were in town, Tanner.
Hello, ma'am.
An entering alley.
As a matter of fact, I was just about to leave. You're still keeping girls waiting far too long.
Don't look to me like you're leaving.
These are the romance hands. It don't look to me like you're leaving. And it's done.
It's me. I'm in trouble. The job's going out of shape. Me and my team are holed up downtown. The cops have us pinned down. We can't hold them off. They're packing some serious heat. Get here quick, man. Get us out of here.
I didn't hear a word you just said. Not a single word did I just actually comprehend. Boop, boop. Oh, beans. I was not looking at my screen. I thought I was going to get to select a mission. The rescue. They do. Oh, it's a raining mission. Now let's see our map here. We are right there. A left and then a right and then all of the way and then a left. All right, floor it. There's definitely an accent, but you're unsure. If the voice actor didn't get told he was playing two characters or just one. They actually only hired one voice actor for the entire game. Okay, now you need this one to sound like a lady. Got it. Hello, how are you today? Looks like I am leaving. Beautiful. Send it. Send it to press. That's the perfect one. Don't need any more takes. There it is. That's our guy. Oh my. Oh my. And we're totaled. This is the dangers of driving in the rain. Get them out of there. Zoinks! Let's get out of here! Oh no. Hey, so why was that taxi there just hanging a Yui in the middle of the intersection? That didn't seem safe. I got some questions of why the police are chasing me and not that taxi that decided to just violate so many traffic laws. Because traffic laws are small potatoes compared to the fairly extreme and egregious laws that we're breaking here? Maybe. No one messes with the taxi service. We back the boys in yellow. Just like a real New Yorker. Hold up. We're in New York right now. I wonder if the skybox has the two towers. Oh god. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe they're on the left. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, wow. I got blended. I straight up got mashed. Might be blocked by another building because of that perspective. What a shame. Never for gore. Oh, I wonder if I can find that bumper sticker. Hold up. Yeah, yeah, there it is. That's the one. Perfect. Oh, shoot, I gotta pull this over real quack-like. There we go, that's the one. Good old to hell with the Alimo. Remember Pearl Harbor. Never forgore. Never forgore Pearl Harbor. Oh, I love that one. Oh yeah, that's pretty great. That's what I'm saying. Ugh. I imagine you must have seen the Rugrats Twin Tower ad. Don't think I have. One tower is Phil, one tower is Lillian. Hey, and that's the entire joke. Oh. At some point, you think they'd stop allowing people to make things. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Music in this game is still just as funky as I remember it. Get out of here. It's a red light. Red means go. You can definitely see that this game was made by the guys who made Demolition Derby. You can really feel the Demolition Derby. Oh no, it was a setup. Sting. We've been stoned. Oh, I gotta drop them off somewhere too. Okay. Music makes you want to call someone a jive turkey. I can see it. I can hear it. Well, this is unfortunate. I don't know if we're getting out of that one. Okay, we're out of that one. Oh no. I think we have a bigger problem than just the fact that we have a tail here. bit of a bigger concern than tail time at the moment. God, I hate the rain. Man, I really don't like the rain. Yeah, the music in this game really makes me want to be a detective and go, you know? I'm in a corner. Oh, I'm totaled. Yep. Yeah, there was no getting out of that one. The second I touched that light post, I knew stuff was over. Alrighty, folks. Before we give this mission another try, we're rounding out another hour of the stream. I need to use the restroom, so I'm going to put you guys on the BRB screen and play some music while I run a couple of ads. We will be back in just a second, folks. Enjoy the tunes, and I will see you on the other side of this break. Be back then, y'all. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Thanks everyone for sticking around through that break. I got a couple of texts from Alex here, and first one's a full art rainbow Sylveon she got. And I wonder what the second one is. Oh look, a full art Espeon. No luck. No luck for me. She's been pulling such crazy packs, and I just can't get shit. Oh, it's so unfortunate. One of these days I'm gonna get another good pack. Oops. Scratch my nose. Distracted driving. So over the weekend, there were a whole bunch of garage sales that were happening around us. So our plan was to go to, why are they all driving in the median? Everyone is hugging that middle line instead of staying in their lane. Our plan was to go to the lake on Sunday, but we ended up hitting like 20 garage sales on our way and getting some just crazy good deals on things. I found like 5 new Hawaiian shirts, which, you know, I'm never going to complain about finding more Hawaiian shirts. And I think we got technically 6 board games, but one of the board games was a 7-in-1 collection, which was really exciting. I can't stress to you how phenomenal this board game is. So it was a wooden set for Monopoly that you could reverse the board. The other side was sorry. If you pulled the reversible board off and took out the dividers that were holding the money, it was then a chessboard under that. And inside the chessboard were all of the chess pieces, all of the checker pieces, some poker dice, some regular dice, a boatload of dominoes, and a deck of cards. So it ended up being like 7 games in one. We checked online after buying it, because like you never want to check during a garage sale how much something is worth. You kind of, part of the fun is seeing if you found something that was a deal, checking later. We ended up looking online. I knew we got a great deal on this. We ended up checking online, and that board game set was released in 2001, has a retail price currently of about $100. We got it for $1. When we were scooping up board games, we scooped up a first and second edition version of Pictionary and a first edition version of Taboo, with the functional buzzer and everything. Yeah, when we scooped up that Taboo and Pictionary, we saw the wooden version of Monopoly, and the guy who was running the garage sale walked up to us and like started chatting with us, and I asked him how much for that copy of Monopoly, and he's like, how's $1 sound? Like, fuck yeah, I'll take this for $1. So we go up to his wife that's sitting at the table that has the money box, and the husband looks at her and goes, yeah, I told him $1 for this, and her eyes just went wide. Really? $1? That's a deal. Like, fuck yeah, that's a deal. Why do you think I'm taking it? I don't think I would have gone above $5, but I didn't have to haggle with that guy at all. He literally just handed us that for a single buck. That was probably one of our best finds of that was probably our best find of the day. The Hawaiian shirts were really nice. Alex found a couple of teaching books that had notes written in them from, I think it was like 1830 something. Like just some really old leather-bound lesson books. That she scooped those up, and they're now in her library. We ended up grabbing 4 of those and a copy of like 83 of Sherlock Holmes stories. We ended up getting all of that for $10. They wanted $3 per book, but I ended up talking them down to 2 per book since we were buying 5. Which, like, I think just the Sherlock Holmes collection could easily be going for like 15 to 20 bucks. Especially at like a thrift store scenario. I love thrift stores, but man, the prices at some of them have gotten ridiculous over the years. I really love finding a good deal like that. One of the reasons why garage sales are so cool to me. You get to barter, you get to hunt for a deal. It's fun. Shit. So if I can lose him before I get to the ending here. No, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. One can hope. Yeah, they are hot on my heels. All right, let's see if I actually need to lose the cops to end this mission. Oh, I'm bumped. Oh, I'm big bumped. Yep, lose the tail. Damn it. Always a shame when a mission doesn't just let me end without losing the police. Okay, just gonna throw 3 police at me? That's okay. That doesn't seem like overkill or anything. Yeah, I'm trying. Last garage sale you went to, you found a cheap webcam for $1. And free cars for your son? Oh, hell yeah. We also got some nice down pillows for... Not necessarily for our guest room. Our guest room already has pillows in it. We specifically pulled an old mattress into the basement since my brother is coming to stay for the 4th, and my mom is also coming to stay. My mom's going to be in the guest room. We just have my brother on a mattress in the basement, but we needed pillows for it. So we got some nice down pillows for $3, which was phenomenal. Way better than, once again, like 15 at Target. Got to open your pack, say you just got a full art Eevee. I don't think I've gotten a single full art in this new expansion. I think I'm only missing 11 cards, and it's every EX and then just a couple of miscellaneous, probably 2 diamond cards. But I don't think I've gotten a single full art. Been having really, really unfortunate pack luck recently. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boing, boing. Boing, boing. dick. Lose a tail? I don't have a tail. It's not tail time yet. Okay. Didn't think my hitbox was going to hit the side of that building, but here we are. Ooh. Hell of a spin out. I'm just gonna have to reset this one. There's no way I'm losing that tail in time. Your spouse recently got a free long arm quilting machine for free for being part of a queer quilting group. They go for thousands of dollars. That is an insane find. See, and that right there is one of the reasons why I love garage sales so much. Being able to find things that are regularly so unbelievably expensive for just dirt cheap. Oh god, we're dropping frames again. Why? Why, internet? Come on, man. You're having a good time. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Just miles and miles behind where we are on stream. Well, my bit rate's pushing 10K. So that's something. Ooh. We stable? Looks like we might be a little bit stable here. Let's pop this bad boy here as well. There you go. Nothing quite like a good old 50,000 frames dropped. Oh, criminy. Alright. Let's get back to driving. What were we talking about? Before I was so rudely interrupted. Probably one of the hardest things while streaming is trying to keep a chipper attitude when things that are out of your control just fall apart. Like, if I do something dumb and ruin the stream, that's on me. But when it's something that's entirely out of my hands, it hurts in a bad way. It in fact does not hurt so good. Ugh. So there's actually nothing I can do to get off from being rammed like that. If they tap the side of you, they can just hold that forever. Going forward didn't work, going backward didn't work, left, right, none of that. The rain meant that I couldn't get enough traction to actually keep driving. That one. Just try going up. It rams into us and just starts pushing it. Just... Come on, dummy. There's the entire Z-axis you could be using. Honestly, totally fair. I didn't even think of that. Bad. Stinky. What direction do I have to go in order? It's like that. No. Do better. I think we might unfortunately have to call this. I just want to play a racing game. I just want to drive car. Is that too much to ask? Woo! Woo! Yeah, guys, I don't know if this one's happening. Oh, jokes aside, I'm trying here, I'm trying. Oh, Lord. Oop. The number do just keep going up. Like, I can't even call my internet service provider. I'm gonna call them and be like, hey, I can't get a stable connection, and they're just gonna go, everything's fine on our end. But no, 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 no. They're going to ask probably 2 questions. No, they're going to ask 3 questions. The first question is, have you tried turning it off and back on? To which I'm going to say, yep. They're going to ask a second question. That second question is going to be, are you using one of our modems and routers? To which I'm going to say, yep. The third question is, what do you want us to do about it? Which I go into the Spectrum store, I'm going to throttle the employee and go, fix my internet. Yeah. Okay. It's not in the cards today, folks. I tried my ding dang this. Let's just crash the car and then save. Let's crash the bus. They wouldn't send someone out just because you ask them to. Nope. They would 100% check their system, see that the internet is not technically out, and since the internet is not technically out, they will not send a technician up. It's the same thing that happens every time. If I want someone to come out, I have to go full Karen mode, which I've had to do a time or two, and it never ends up resulting in anything. They check the system and mysteriously everything's working. Oh no, I wrecked the car. Whoa, watch the paint job, bozo. Maybe you need to set up donate internet to Uriah Redemption. Please, someone send me internet. Hold up, Captain, I got you on this one. Viewer rewards. Channel points and power-ups. Don't want to display. Let's make a manage cost. No, I don't want any of that. Review, manage alerts. Send me internet. Cost of internet bad, please fix. Redemption will be red, just like the color of my bitrate. Perfect, there you go. Not looking too bad right now. It's looking pretty not good. Someone send me internet. Thanks, guys. Oh, fuck. Can I not save between missions? Do I have to make it to the motel? Oh, we might have just goofed. Oh, we might have just goofed bad. Oh no. Do I have to do the Junker again? I might have to do the Junker again. Alright, let's at least see. Happy 80k dropped frames, everyone.